Hello everyone, today we will begin to a new chapter that is the fundamental unit of life, cell part 1. Our basic discussion starts from a question that what is a cell? A cell is a basic structural and functional unit of an organism. It is the smallest unit of which organism is composed of. The arrangement of an organism is given below to classify how small is a cell. Cell is combined to form tissue, then organ system and then organism. Division of organisms on the basis of cell, unicellular and multicellular organisms. Now, we will first study about the unicellular organisms. Organisms that are consist of a single cell which are capable of doing all the life activities of an organism such as digestion, excretion, growth, reproduction, etc. As we see, cell is the smallest unit of an organism can be seen only through microscope. So living organisms having only single cell have to be seen under a microscope. So these are called as microbes or microorganism. Common example of unicellular organisms are amoeba, paramecium, euglena, etc. Moving further to multicellular organisms. Organisms consisted of a many cell which possesses division of labor because it consists of many cells and a single cell may not be able to perform all the life functions. So there is division of labor among the cell. They perform one or few functions but together can perform life functions such as nutrition, digestion, reproduction, growth, respiration, etc. Examples are human, animals, and plants. Now, a question arises to our mind that who discovered the cell? The discovery of cell was done by Robert Hooke while examining the cork of the tree with his own designed microscope in 1665. The term cell from the Latin word cellula means a little room. Now, moving further to other scientists who discovered the components of various types of cell. Anton von Leeuwenhoek, 1632 to 1723, discovered the free living cells in the pond water for the first time in 1674 through a improved microscope. In 1678, he also discovered the sperm cells of human, dogs, rabbit, frogs, fish, and insects. Moving further to the Robert Hooke, who was born in 1773 and died in 1858, discovered the nucleus in the plant cell. Moving further to the J. E. Purkinje, 1787 to 1869. In 1839, he gave the term protoplasm for the living fluid substance present inside the cell. Haeckel, in 1866, established that the nucleus was responsible for storing and transmitting hereditary characters. Moving further to the scientist who statemented for the cell theory. First, now, Jacob Matthias Sladen, 1804 to 1881. In 1838, he proposed the idea that all plants consist of cells. Theodor Schwann, 1810 to 1882. In 1835, he proved that all plants and animals are made up of cells. R. Virchow, in 1855, presented the idea that all cells arises from the pre-existing cells. Moving further to the cell theory. All organisms are composed of cells and cell products. All metabolic reactions takes place in cell. The cell are structural and functional unit of life. All cells arises from the pre-existing cells only. No cell can originate spontaneously, but comes into being only by division of already existing cells. Every organism starts its life as a single cell. Viruses are an exception to the cell theory. Cellular organisms are classified into two groups. First, prokaryotic cells and second, eukaryotic cells. First, we will study about prokaryotic cells. These organisms have primitive and incomplete cell. It lacks the nuclear membrane around the genetic material, and this type of nucleus is called nucleoid. The membrane-bounded organelles are absent. It is contains a single chromosome.
The second category is prokaryotic cells. They don't have a nucleus or membrane-enclosed organelles. They do have genetic material, but it's not contained within a nucleus. Prokaryotic cells are always one-celled or unicellular organisms, such as bacteria.
Moving further to the eukaryotic cells, these organisms are complete and advanced cells. These cells contains membrane-bound nucleus and other cellular organisms and have more than one chromosome and nucleolus is present, and these types of cells are called eukaryotic cells.
The first category is eukaryotic cells. They have organelles, which include the nucleus and other special parts. Eukaryotic cells are more advanced, complex cells, such as those found in plants and animals.